4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Let's Play Podcasts. I'm Mike. I'm here. Finally. It's been months since the last podcast show. But sitting right next to me, a couple thousand miles away, is Ben the Ridiculous Riddick.
Right next to you.
Right next
to you.
In spirit.
Yep.
And we are going to play something momentous. Because we're going to play Final Fantasy VII.
Supposedly momentous.
It is.
Even
if you don't like it, it's still a momentous thing.
Maybe.
And if you don't finish it, for whatever reason, I will pick up the reins and finish it myself. So Ben has never fully played any Final Fantasy game.
This is true.
So
with good reason.
With good reason, he thinks. But now he wants to platinum FF7. He's determined to platinum this game on PS4.
I don't know how much I'm going to regret ever telling you that.
Mm-hmm. But I'm going to hold you to it. Because I'm here for the ride.
Yeah.
So, Ben, are you ready to start Final Fantasy VII?
God, I hope so.
All right, hit that X button.
Hey, look, controller.
Oh, look, because it's different. Oh, I guess it's there so it shows you all of the new trick stuff, like the 3 times speed and the no encounter cheat, and the battle boosts.
Battle boosts.
Max HP, max MP, max limit break. Because this game is not for people that have never played it before. This is for everyone who's already beaten a million times.
So here's the question. Am I going to hate or love these cheats?
You're probably going to love them because it's going to make the game way easier.
I like easy.
Yeah. I don't know how they can get away with giving you a platinum trophy for using these cheats. But they kind of break the game a little bit.
Oh, I guess I was supposed to hit OK.
Yep. So, while I hate to take away from you just being able to experience cutscenes and stuff in this game, not that it really matters, we should talk about what this is. This is the first ever episode of Let's Play Podcast that anyone's going to see. There's been episodes before, but nobody will ever see it.
Nobody will ever see those.
No, they won't. Unfortunately.
This is the first Let's Play Podcast episode on the Nerdy Knights Network.
Yes, it is. Officially.
That's what's exciting.
It is exciting. The network is finally growing by another show.
Yeah, it is.
One of the many shows that we have planned on our massive plates that are going to tip at any point.
Oh yeah. Eventually we're all gonna crack and break and be like, God, the fuck are we doing?
Let's just go back to NK Radio. But yeah, so if you've watched the Right Contempt podcast at all, which is now on the Nerdy Knights channel, that was the show that I did on my own before joining the Nerdy Knights. And me and Michael Berg would sit down and we'd play games together. Typically I would play games and he would talk to me about stuff and distract me from playing the game. And I was showing him games that he...
Wait, we're playing Final Fantasy VII?
We're playing Final Fantasy fucking 7.
Should we start at 1?
No. Because 1 is good for the time, not really good anymore.
What about... this is the 7th Final Fantasy? When will it actually be fun?
Do you know why it's called Final Fantasy, Ben?
I do, but I think you should explain to our listeners.
I should explain to all the nerds that watch the show and don't know.
Yeah.
It is kind of a joke at this point because there's like 15 of these games. But the reason Final Fantasy was named Final Fantasy was because Squaresoft, this little company that could, in Japan back in the 90s, maybe even late 80s, they were failing miserably. And they put everything they had into one final JRPG, and they called it Final Fantasy. And then that game was a massive, massive hit. So now we have 16 main games plus billions of side games, all called Final Fantasy. I think that was an apt story, actually. I think I did pretty good there.
I think you did too. There's more than 15 Final Fantasy games, though. Any viewer of previous or ridiculous rants back in the day when we did our trivia episode. We had a who can get closest to how many Final Fantasies have actually been made.
And you had a number?
Yeah.
What was
James,
the number? Do you know?
The number, I want to say, was like 72 or 73, some insane thing like that. When you count everything.
Right, all of the tactics and explorers and Dissidias and legends and mystic quests and everything. I
do think he counted some remakes in there. I don't remember.
Oh, if you count remakes, then there's just about FF7. There's like 4 different ports, and of course now we're getting the remake.
Yeah. I remember seeing Final Fantasy VII at a flea market in Orlando, where I used to live, and it was like a $72 game.
There was a time, when it was super expensive.
Not anymore. Now it's $9 on the PlayStation Store, $15 on the PlayStation Store.
That was a time when now you get to name Cloud. Are you gonna rename Cloud?
Oh,
or are you funny and clever enough to rename a character as well known as Cloud?
Well, now you've just made me kind of.
You have to know. It's part of the Game Grumps tradition that you have to rename all the characters.
And it has to be something funny and clever?
Not necessarily, but maybe the ineptitude of doing it ends up being funny. Like you can use all uppercase letters too.
Oh no, I don't like that. Wait for it. Where's the K? There it is.
It's after the J and before the L.
Jesus Christ, there's an H there.
Oh, you didn't mean to put the H? Okay, so Dick. Dick.
I don't like alphabetical order.
Me neither. Dickrid.
What the fuck?
You're pressing X too much?
I'm not. I'm just.
Dickridus.
Yep. That's what we're going with.
Dickridus. Were you trying to go?
I was trying to go ridiculous, but then I decided to go backwards.
Okay. We can run with it. Dickridus. So does that mean his nickname is Dick?
Yep.
Okay.
Gotta love that his nickname is Dick. Who's the fat guy with the red hat?
That is Wedge. Scared. Or is that Biggs? Now I can't remember. That's Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse.
I wish I were the badass with the dark hair and the little sash around his head.
I think that's Wedge. It's Biggs and Wedge. Biggs, Darklighter, and Wedge Antilles.
Barrett doesn't trust me.
No, he does not. Barrett is no nonsense. We should be reading the text, but there's a lot of text in this game that we have to
Should I be reading it aloud? Do you want me to do a dramatic reading of everything that pops up?
I was thinking about it, but then it'd be hard to talk about anything else, which isn't bad. Oh, we're naming him Recruit.
Yeah.
I like that. Our number one and only fan.
Our number one and only fan.
That's his title from now on, for at least to me. He's the number one and only fan. Hopefully one day when we have millions of fans.
20 frames per second.
Well, that's what happens when you move the camera in a game that's all bitmap maps. So I'm going to tell you the most important tip for playing this game, and now you have to wait till you get back on the map menu. But when you finish the battle, you have to press the select button, which I guess is going to be not the share button. Did they tell you what the select button would be on the PS4 controller?
I bet I could look it up.
Yeah, probably. Oh, Cloud.
Look at me. Look at me and my sword twirling thing. You know, if I have a sword that big, I have to think that I'm overcompensating for something.
Unless he's undercompensating.
Undercompensating. I can't press start.
Oh, I saw something pop up on the left side.
Yeah, because I pushed in a thumbstick.
Oh, those are the cheats.
Yep.
Okay. Well, anyway, there's going to be a button somewhere that you can press that puts a little cursor over your head, So you'll always know where you're at on the screen, and it puts little cursors on all the entrances and exits, so you know where you should be going, and that helps a lot because this game you can kind of get lost kind of easily in the maps. We should fix some of those too. Actually, go back into that config.
Okay.
Go to all those meters and make them fast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, make them all fast. And for ATB, go to active. There you go. Now we should be good.
Trust in you, buddy.
Talk to Biggs. No, it's Wedge.
That's Wedge.
I had him mixed up. I'm sorry. It's been a long time since I played.
Jeez, we're really gonna blow this huge furnace up? This'll be something to see.
That's not how he sounds.
Okay. I am so sorry that I ruined. All right, I'm gonna try some magic here.
Okay.
Ooh, ice.
Yep, you got ice and you got bolt. Now you'll probably level up before you get there, but I would save your MP for the boss fights.
Oh, fair enough.
These guys all die in one hit anyway, so you don't really need to use your magic yet.
I didn't even notice that little thing.
What thing?
The little thing that I just killed.
Oh, yeah.
That third little floaty birdie thing.
Yeah.
The pirate parrot. That's what I'm gonna call it.
Parrot.
Ooh, potion. I'm gonna take everything.
You never not take everything.
Okay. What if I get over encumbered, Mike?
This isn't an American RPG, so no need to worry. Oh, now Biggs Barrett's gonna drop some knowledge on you now. Recruit's gonna drop some knowledge.
Recruit's gonna drop some knowledge. Yo, this is your first time in a reactor?
Is that your black man voice?
Yes. And this is my Dickridus voice. No, after all, I did work for Shinra, you know. The planet's full of Mako energy. People here use it every day. It's the lifeblood of this planet, but Shinra keeps sucking the blood out with these weird machines. I'm not here for a lecture, let's just do it. Alright, you come with me from now on. Dude, the guy just walked into me.
Yes. This was before the technology of your members following you. They just have to go into you. Where are you going now?
I don't know. It said follow him, and he went that way.
No, he went into you. No, you're gonna keep going north up area. But now you have Barrett in your group, or Recruit in your group.
I get it.
And Recruit has he has a gun on his arm.
It looks like a plug that you would plug into an outlet, like
Kinda,
a funnel-looking one.
If it had more detail, it would be like a Gatling gun that would spin and stuff. But they
I'm
don't
sure.
really do that.
But I want to.
Oh yes, we're gonna make whatever we can out of what's given to us in this game, because this game came out 19 years ago.
Talk to Jesse. Biggs and I got the code for this door.
There's Biggs.
Code to
Frank.
sync. Beep beep. Is he gonna open this one too?
No, you gotta talk to her. Because
Code to
she
sync.
doesn't have any, she doesn't know what to do unless you talk to her first. Go ahead and go down.
Like a woman.
Go down first. Into that other little room.
Oh.
There's a chest in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Phoenix
Phoenix
down.
What's a Phoenix down?
It is a revive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whee! Push that button over there. I'll push your buttons, Jesse.
That's the narrator talking, I guess. Switch on.
Switch on.
Here's some more recruit exposition.
Little by little, the reactors will drain out all the life. Then that'll be that.
Meh. Not my problem.
Ooh, the planet's dying, Dickridus.
Dickridus sounds like a name that would be from like one of the older Final Fantasy games,
Perfect.
like the medieval ones. The only thing I care about is finishing this job before security and the robo-guards come.
Maybe we should make this like Reading Rainbow for Final Fantasy.
Reading Rainbow?
Yeah.
Well, you guess what? We're about to get out of this elevator, and we're going to see what happens on the next Let's Play podcast.
Ooh.
Yeah, so here's what happens, but we'll continue on the next Let's Play podcast. See ya.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Good.
I did it.
You did it.
Yay.
Okay, so now I will start my timer. What the hell just happened? Oh, you went to something else, didn't you?
Yep. But it's okay. I'm recording the video.
Yes. But I'm not going to start the timer or start the show until you're back on the game.
I'm showing the game on the screen. I'm just showing the front screen thing.
On my
the PlayStation screen.
Right, on mine it just says you're saying your screen other than the game screen is being displayed. There it is.
Fine.
Alright, so you ready to start?
I'm ready.
Okay, I'm gonna start the timer.
Okay.